Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing tonight? This is Yusuf Chowdhury once again, tuning in from San Antonio, Texas. It is 10:02 p.m., of course, Central Time. Let's just give me a second. Let me see if this is coming up. There you go. Okay. Just give me a few seconds. Let me go ahead and share this on my page. Okay, so tonight's session going to be like yesterday or last night. So basically, if you have a website that you want me to look at it, check the ranking and whatnot, feel free to do so. Hey, Mandy, what's going on? So Mandy, earlier, she shared this website. It's called networkforyoungartist.com. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you first what's going on, so you can have an idea. Okay, because first thing I was trying to figure out what platform this website was built on, right? So .org, yes, .org. So let me go ahead and share my screen so you can see exactly what's happening. Let me go ahead and share the screen. There you go. Can you see this, Mandy? Okay. So this is the website. Okay. This is the website. A lot of red, all this navigation, home, Deco Fiesta, enroll classes, schedule, alumni, and more. Got a nice login number right here. As soon as I scroll, there you go. That's nice. April. That thing is not easy to read. Our mission, so small. My recommendation is you might want to enlarge the font size here, maybe like 14 or 16-inch font size. Here are the team. That's very well put. There's a video, the map, and this is too light, hard to read. Make it dark color. And all these two, they're so small, right? See if you can enlarge these. Okay. So initially I didn't know on which platform it was built on. So there's an awesome tool. If you're not a coder or programmer, you can use this tool called builtwith.com. Once you go to builtwith.com, enter the domain, and it will tell you what it's built on. It looks like it's built on Wix. Okay, so it is built on Wix. I'm like, what the heck? Who's driving like that? Anyway, so yeah, it's built on Wix. So not too much you can do here. Now, when it comes to the ranking, hey Rose, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Good evening. It's freezing, freezing, freezing. well, it's almost like 40 here. I mean, I don't know if I can call it freezing. Scott, my man, what's going on, brother? Buildwood also has a plugin for most browsers as well. It's free and useful. Thank you so much, Scott, my man. It's good to see you, brother. How you doing? So yeah, if you want to use BuildWith to find out if any platform used on what application, this is an awesome tool. Thank you, Scott, for letting me know that there is an extension. I'm assuming a Chrome extension. Hopefully, they also have Firefox extension for this tool called BuildWith. Okay. All right. Now, so the second thing is I want to see the ranking for this website. And Mandy, can you tell me how long this organization been in business? If you don't know, I can probably find out, but the information that I'm going to look for, it's not going to be that accurate, but it will just give me the idea when the domain was purchased or established. So let me go ahead and put the domain right here. This is a tool, it's a Whois lookup tool, so I'm basically trying to find out when was the domain purchased. So let's see. Here we go. All right, so creation date 2018. All right, it's not that old, so almost 2 years ago. 20 years? Oh, okay, the organization was 20 years, but the domain was purchased 2018. Okay, so the organization was, quite, I mean, for a long time, but the domain was purchased in 2018. Okay, so it's not too old and it's not too young either. All right, so now let me check if it's. I'm assuming, hopefully, I'm assuming that the website was built around 2018. If that's the case, I'm kind of surprised that when I check the ranking, okay, right here, the organic reach, only 7 keywords, and not too many traffic. It looks like only, I don't know, 10 hits a month or no traffic at all. But these are all the keywords that, for example, you were on the first page for Deco Fiesta, and the traffic came through a Google Map. It came from Google My Business page reviews. Came from some sort of site link, and image pack. That could be image on the social or on the search engine itself, right? So Deco Fiesta bought you on the first page, but unfortunately now it went to the second page, so it dropped down. Okay. Same thing. The 13 link on the second page. Ryan, somebody's Instagram. There was a video, so they came from the video, but on the second page, Rebecca Valdez, reviews. It could be a forum, maybe university. Somebody talked about it. Us on the 5th page, 6th page. What is NYA? 7th page, and DQ San Antonio 9th page. So as you can see, it is not ranking very well. It was ranking for the Deco Fiesta, right? But the whole organization is about what? It's about, from my understanding, looking at the website, is about network for young artists. So something has to be for young artists. Like when somebody look for young artist organization, young artist classes, that's what you need to show up locally, right? I'm assuming you all have an office, right? Which is right here. So if you all have an office, you also need to make sure that you are listed in the local listing. I've noticed that there was a review. That means, I'm assuming there's a Google page, but you need to be in more places. You know what I mean? Let's see. So what I'm going to test, I'm going to get back to the website, but I also want to make sure that if this organization been there for 20 years and the website was just recent, how come it's not coming up for young artists organization, young artist club, and so forth? So what I'm going to do, let me go to Moz. Okay, let me go to Moz.com local. Moz.com local. Then I'm going to click on this one. I just want to find out how are you doing on the local listing. So the local listing or the local SEO is like the yellow pages of the internet, right? So I'm going to do a quick search right here. Let me put the address. Excuse me, I need the address. What happened? Didn't copy? There you go. Yeah, I'm too lazy to type. Let's see. This is a code. Need to come right here. Okay, and the name of the Z organization. I'm going to close build with. Z organization is Young Network. I'm assuming that's the name, the official name. Yeah, I don't type. I'm so lazy. Young Network for Young. All right, let's do a search for this business location and see how is the local listing doing. Okay, this is very, very important because I'm kind of shocked that the traffic is not enough. And again, the website is built on Wix, as you can see, not a single ranking. So there you go, Mandy. 22 missing, 56 incorrect. Oh my God. Okay, and 22 correct. So just as I thought, you got a good 100% Google My Business page, Google Map, excellent. But on Facebook, there's an issue right here. The address did not match because on Google it doesn't say the Suite 120. So if you have a suite number 12020, it has to match all of them. Okay. Bing, same thing. There's a mismatch. You have to fix it. Either use exactly what's on Google, or you can go to Google and switch it to this one, right? Foursquare, the name doesn't match the network for young artists. It has to say only network for young artists and not the NYA. Same thing under the Hot Frog. So you gotta make sure that everything here 100% complete, all these. Okay, so if you need a copy, I can send you a copy of this. Okay, so that's the first thing has to be fixed. So you need to tell the organization, yo, you gotta fix these. We need to be at least 100%, not 22% missing and 50% incorrect, which is really not good, and 22% correct, right? You gotta make sure that you have 100% on all the local listing, because these are one of the reasons that you can get additional or extra traffic from audiences that coming from these places. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Yes, a nonprofit teaching youth music art. Yeah. So the keyword has to be relevant to the organization. Like free classes for young artists, or a nonprofit for young artists. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do some sort of homework, and your homework going to be, you need to do. Let me write it down. A couple of notes here for you. You need to. The first thing is part of your, hopefully, the homework or the task to improve this. Let me give you a couple of steps. I'm gonna save it here in the work document, and I'll pass it to you later on. But I want everybody also to kind of write these things down, right? Okay, just bear with me. Let me write down. The first thing will be, in order to improve the organization's visibility locally, the first thing is, why this thing is so small? Let me enlarge it. All right. The first thing is, come on, you so slow here tonight. That's what they're called. Okay. First thing is, okay, complete the local listing. That should be the primary task. Number two, do keyword research. Okay. Do the keyword research. You can use the Google Keyword Planner. So all you have to do, just go to google.com/AdWords. Okay. Make sure you have a Gmail account. If this is your first time to log in into the Google Keyword Planner, make sure that you skip one part, which is when you set up as a brand new, there's a step that you have to skip. Otherwise, the AdWords is going to give you a hard time, or it will force you to basically implement the ad. Okay, mine is already there, so it's not going to show me that error. So this is what Google Ad looks like. It's ads.google.com. Okay, they do have a customer support and all that, so you can just log in. Once you log into your Google, I have so many accounts here. All right, let me just pick my. Okay, so once you log in, it's not going to look like this, but if you have an access to the Google AdWords, I'm going to show you exactly where you need to go to do the keyword research. Okay. So once you log in, what I'm saying that after you have full access to the Google AdWords, you're going to go to Tools and Setting right here on the top. Okay, just bear with me, give me a few minutes because it's taken a while for this thing to open up. So you're going to go to Tools and Settings. So once you go to Tool and Settings, click on it. Okay, then look for, where did it go? Then look for Tools and Settings. Where? Oh, there you go. Keyword Planner. Okay, click on Keyword Planner. Once you click on the Keyword Planner, then here you can say Discover New Keyword. Select Discover New Keyword because they changed the layout right now, and you can tap right here Uh, let's say music, young artists. Let's I'm just gonna use the word young artists or classes, music classes, young artists, and does it give you the option? They changed. Oh, so here we go. You can select. It says United States, but you can click on the location. And what you need to do is select San Antonio because you don't want to find the information for the whole U.S. Just look for San Antonio right here. Select San Antonio. Remove the U.S. 4 million. Okay. So click Save. So now the search is going to be done in some music classes, young artists. So gonna get result. So what you have to do, select the city and do the research. Okay. Looks like not too many for the young classes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start with the young artist and find out what's coming up with that. Let's see. There you go. So this is in San Antonio. There are 400 keywords search in San Antonio. Young artist, Neil Young, Young Buck. Okay, so name of the, so that's not going to be relevant to what you're doing, right? So you got to figure it out. That's not young artist. Nope, that's not going to work. So you have to think of, if you have any idea, Mandy, share with me. Like, what else you want to put? Poor communication. Like, what the heck? Y'all having a trouble? Because my Wi-Fi is fine. Let me remove my headset. Oh, there is a smaller screen. Like, why there's a screen? Oh, need to hide myself. That's too distracting. Weird. I guess put on the corner. Okay. So, drum classes, guitar, keyword. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Drum classes. Let's see. Drum classes, drum lessons near me. Okay, drum lessons for kids. There you go. Drum classes near me, beginners drum lessons, drum lessons for kids near me, percussion lessons, and so forth. So you have to look at several. So the first thing is, I mean, you do have to look at the whole site itself, like, you know, beside network for young artists, what else it offers. Like when I click on classes, the page classes, unfortunately, is not even optimized. It doesn't say classes, music classes near me by the network for young artists. It just says home. So I'm going to click on classes. Come on, come on. This website is like, okay, so there you go. Vocal technique, vocal performance. You can do like vocal performance classes, vocal technique classes, guitar classes, percussion, drums. You know, you do a research for these keywords and find out what else people look for in San Antonio. Does that make sense? So you have to spend a lot of time, an extensive time, just to run the research, because it's very, very important. Once you find out what people are looking for locally when it comes to your niche, then you can take this keyword. In fact, from the keyword itself, you can click, it will take you to Google. Then it will show you what kind of websites and pages are showing up. If websites similar to what you provide, then you have to gather all these key phrases and keyword, right? Then I'm going to tell you how you can implement them on the pages, because you cannot use all of it. Because right now it shows, for example, for the drum classes, it shows like there's 142 keyword IDs available, right? And if you have like, you know, how many pages do you have? You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. That doesn't mean you're going to dump all the 140 keywords everywhere on the website. You cannot do that. You have to look at the page classes and what kind of keywords are there, and you try to optimize those content, right? like on the classes page itself, you cannot use all of it. You have to say maybe music classes for young in San Antonio as a keyword on the title tag, right? But when you look at the description of every type of sessions or classes, then you have to optimize those because the content that you have on this website is very thin. Thin basically means that it's not enough for the Google bot to basically read it and index it, to save it in the index server, right? You have to have more content within this page. Make sense? So as I mentioned, complete the local listing, do the keyword research, okay? Once you do the keyword research, you have to optimize all the pages, or you have to implement the on-page SEO. But with Wix, you're not going to have a lot of access to do a lot of work. You might be able to do a title tag or a page title or the meta tag, and that's about it, or maybe the content itself. But it will not give an option to add a schema tag or micro format, anything like that. But it's a little bit minimum. So you have to implement. You have to imp on our basic, can't even type, on page SEO, right? So complete the local listing, do the keyword research, implement the on page SEO. Okay, let's see. Okay, drum classes guitar keyword. I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you. I just removed the headset. All right, cool. Now, let me go back and show you something else, right? So there's this awesome tool called SEO Quake. It's a Chrome extension. So what I did, I looked at your page. So the problem is the home page, it says home network for young artists. So nobody's searching for the word home. It should be something like, music classes for the youth in San Antonio, Texas by Network for Young Artists. Make sense? So you don't have the page title configured properly on the home page. The meta keyword doesn't matter. It has no value here. It doesn't have any even, SEO effect. But the meta description, unfortunately, is missing. So the objective of the meta description is basically to explain to the visitor what that page is about. Right now, the latest thing that the Google made when it comes to the meta description, you can actually write, including spaces, up to 320 character, but I don't recommend that. What I recommend, stick within 160 character. So in this page, you can explain something like, are you looking for a classes or organization for the young artists in the following areas: drum, percussion, guitar, keyboard? You came to the right place. Click the link above for more information. Okay, so that's missing. That needs to be fixed. Okay, so basically, your when it comes to the on page, I would say the page title or title tag means the same thing. Is missing. Okay, it must follow the keyword with a relevant keyword, and also the meta tag is missing. So there is no the meta tag description has no effect on the SEO, but if you write it properly or strategically for your audience, for your customer, it can help you to get that click, right? I would say stick within 160 character. Okay, 160 characters, right? So that's missing. Then when I scroll down, I look at the ratio for the keyword density. Keyword density has no effect on SEO as well, but that's what most of the SEO folks will claim, and some disagree. But my thing is that if you're any keyword that is mentioned too many times, that if the density goes above 3%, then there might be a problem, because that's considered keyword stuffing. Like you basically mention the same keyword over and over. So right now, looks like it looks like everything is good except right here, 4% for young artists, network for young, mentioned 3 times. I think because the ratio is not too many, so you don't have enough content on the homepage. My recommendation, if you can at least have not less than 300 words on the homepage explaining the company, the organization, and whatnot, that can also help. So you got to increase the content, but you got to make sure that it doesn't exceed 30%, right? So that's on the homepage. Once I go to the diagnosis, so let's see what else is missing. The meta tag description is missing. This doesn't matter. Headings, if the homepage requires a header, you can put it. If not, you don't have to worry about it. There are 7 images without alternative text, so you need to add the alt text on those images. The text HTML ratio, it says 1%, which is really, really, really bad. And I think that's one of the reasons that the Google is not able to index the website, because there's not enough content, right? What's the recommendation when it comes to the text and HTML ratio? So first of all, what does that mean? Text HTML ratio. So the way the website is built, the backend is full of coding, HTML and all kinds of code, right? So the recommendation is that your text has to be anywhere between 25% to 75% ratio. So that means all this code is on the back end. The front end, the website that we view, has to have enough content that can be at least 25% versus what's on the background, right? So 1% is really bad. So you need to, maybe 300 words is not enough on the homepage. So you gotta come with a creative copy or content that you're gonna put on the first page for the bot to index that, right? Because right now it's very bad. 1% is really nothing. Okay. Thank God it's not a Flash. Macro formats, you cannot do this because it's a proprietary system. Wix not going to allow you to have an access to their backend. Excuse me. But you can use the Google Search Console to implement a Google structured data testing tool. Okay. The schema.org, you cannot even do that with Wix, but use the Google Search Console to do it from that part, from that end. And everything else should be good. This is on the home page, okay? This is for the home page. And for some reason, the Google Analytics is missing. Here's another tip. So make sure that, let's see. Make sure that you have Google Analytics and Google Search Console is configured. Okay, both of these is very important. All right, let's see what else is there. Internal links. So these are all the internal links. I don't have the full data. I have to run each one of them separately. I'll do that later. In fact, if you can add the Chrome extension, you can do it yourself, and you can see exactly what's happening to the internal links and the external links, where they're coming from. Okay, so that's only happening for the, what do you call it, the home page. Now, if I go to, let's say, Deco Fiesta, right? Go to Deco Fiesta. Wow, it's taking forever. I can't believe this thing's so slow. So I can also run the, what you call it, and same thing, see? No meta tag. Oh my God, look at that keyword density, 5%. Oh my God, 5%, 8%. Okay, so all this has to be fixed. Yeah, a lot of basic on page is really missing. Look at this one, 0.77%. Oh my God. Yeah, it needs a lot of work, Mandy. So not to overwhelm you, at least do these 4 things, okay? Do these 4 things. And also, I forgot to add alt text. Basically, you add a description for images, like, an image of such and such. So some of them are missing alt text. So meta tag and page titles. Just make sure you have to do the proper keyword research. All the local listing completed. Configure Google Analytics and Search Console. Once you do the optimization, we can go back to my tools and run it one more time to see exactly what's going on. And let me check and see if I can run this on the WooRank. If I can get a different reading. Bear with me. Fahad, thanks, man. Learning a lot from you. Wish you all the best. Thank you, bro. So Mandy, let me know if you're still around. And if y'all are getting benefit from this live streaming, do me a favor, go ahead and invite some of your cool friends, share this live streaming, or invite. Okay. So let me check and see any information about Facebook Pixel. Facebook Pixel, yes, well, that's Facebook ad. If you run a Facebook ad, depends on the category that you pick. You can get a pixel coding and add the code on the back end of your website. With WordPress, you can use a plugin to implement the pixel. You can also use a Chrome extension to make sure that your pixel code is properly configured to the website. Man, you're laughing my I'm already knew it did as soon as I started working there. Yeah. Well, at least now you have the knowledge. So there you go. 57 out of 100 score. Track user activity with analytics and webmaster tool. That's just as I mentioned. Optimize your meta description, which is the page titles and the title tag, and of course engage more on the social. So as you can see, look at the header. April 18, our mission, our team. That's not good. There's no keyword in the headers. Let's see, language. Everything else looks good. But it's Wix though, you know what I mean? See, you can add the schema unfortunately with Wix. Secure. Analytics are missing. Favicon. Okay. No traffic. Very low. This is a backlink score. That's odd. Why these are not picking it up? Interesting. Gotta make sure that the name matches. So let me see. Because the organization is called Network for Young Artists. Let's see what's the Facebook page. Oh, I see that's the problem. The reason my system didn't pull up because the name doesn't match the domain. Because your Facebook page is NYA San Antonio, right? That's why my system didn't pick it up. So I'm assuming Twitter and all of them the same. Yeah. Okay. So all this is all I have for you for now. Make sure you have the analytics really configured properly because analytics will give you more idea about what exactly is happening to what you call it. What's exactly happening to the behavior of the visitor. But based on the SEMrush, you don't have enough traffic. See, that's another problem. But if you installed the analytics before, you would have more ideas about where the traffic is coming from, right? And how they're behaving and which pages they're looking at. So there are a lot of issues. One thing I also forgot to test. Let me go back. I forgot to test the speed of the website. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and do that for you. Let me see what's the speed on this one. And I understand it's a nonprofit, so all their income is based on donations, and so at least the good thing at least they have a website, you know, better than not having anything, right? But since you are there, I'm sure you can help them to improve that. And they're gonna be like, wow, you know all this stuff, Mandy, wow, right? You're gonna wow them. Okay, let's go ahead and do the speed test because initially I did the basic on-page test, some suggestion on the usability of the website, and now let's check the speed of the website. By the way, folks, it is 10:36 p.m. Central Time. Again, if y'all can share this live streaming or tag some of your cool friends who would love to learn or invite, I would highly appreciate it. So let's check the speed. Still thinking. Look at that speed, Mandy. Oh my god. Okay, 16% on the mobile device. You might want to show this to Wix and tell them what's going on. And 41% on the desktop. Unfortunately, there's nothing much you can do because again, it's a proprietary system. You might want to share this with the Wix's support team. So I'm like, yo, what's going on here? You know, this is your internal platform. What's going on? So that's one. The speed is not good. And I also feel that because a lot of things are so slow. Now let's go ahead and use another tool that I like, GTmetrix. GTmetrix. Let's go and use this one right here. And let's see how this is working. All right. Man, I wish I can get rid of this small screen on the corner here, like so distracting. All right. Does anybody else have a question? Or does anybody else want me to check their website and run some analysis? You keep doing like, this is very common. It is 2020, and I kid you not, I see this all the time. When I get a new prospect coming in, needing some help, man, it's like I don't even have to use the tools anymore. I can use my sixth sense. So there he goes. Not good. See, it's supposed to be A and shows you minimum request size. The request for the following URL don't fit in a single packet. Reducing the size of these requests could reduce latency. Oh my God. Whoa. All these issues. Whoa. All right. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Minified JavaScript, you can't even do anything with that. You have to really tell Wix, yo, look into this. Can you fix it from your side, please? Ay. You see now why y'all need to go and use WordPress? All right, so there you go. That should be enough, right? I don't want to overwhelm. Yeah. You'll be like, oh my God, so much work. So much work. So there you go. Bilal. Oh, Bilal want me to check the OmniVision Care. Good vision place. All right. You have to check it out. All right, let's go and check out this Bilal Zia. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with the OmniVision Care. And let me copy these notes for you, Mandy. One second. Let me just go and copy these notes. Put it for you right in the comment section so you can save it. All right, let's check this out. Let's check this one. Let's check. OmniVision. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Ah, I see you got the website ready. Look at this website that Bilal Zia created. I see you're working on it. MashaAllah. Nice one. All right, let's check out. The first thing first. I see there's a video behind. There's a call to action. My suggestion is, you probably already know, change the colors for the call to action. In fact, if you have the analytics, will tell you after a month, track the activities and see how the activities are. I like this part here. How the activities are showing you the behavior of the visitor. A map, Google Map, locations, Google Maps on the bottom. I'm not sure if this color matches. This color looks a little bit off with the brand. So you want to go with the light gray on this one. Okay. All right. Let's check this website here. Let's see how's it doing. Let me check the ranking. Hey Bilal, why don't you go ahead and tag your your boss. Tell him, yo, come and check it out. I shared the screen, man. Thank you so very much for analyzing Orisa and for my homework. No problem, Mandy. Let me if you need anything, okay? All right, so OmniVision Care, 135 keywords. All right, that's amazing. So let's see. Let's see how they're ranking. OmniVision Petranco, does that mean people are actually typing OmniVision Petranco? Probably that was me. Okay. OmniVision San Antonio, the brand is established. That's very good. Anytime you see a keyword with the brand name, that basically means oh, I'm sorry, I didn't share that. I apologize. I didn't share that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not. 1 second. Let me share that. I was like, what's wrong with you, man? Okay, so here we go. There is 135 keywords bringing traffic to this website. How long you been in business, Bilal? This amazing, I can't see this amazing business. They have 3 locations here in San Antonio. So if you need me to share this with your boss, let me know. 135. So the brand is established. That's very good. All on the first page. 3 years. Wow. Okay. You see, Mandy, 3 years and they're all doing great. OmniVision San Antonio, OmniVision San Antonio. Reading glasses. Wow, for reading glasses, you came up with the first. So, site link to OmniVision Care from a Google page came from a video. The traffic came from a video. Images must be Instagram, and knowledge. That could be somebody in the forum somewhere asking about, hey, any good places for glasses? Reading glasses, OmniVision Petranco, OmniVision San Antonio, okay, all branded. Let me go for non-branded keyword. Designer glasses. You're on the first page for designer glasses. Isn't that amazing? Nathan, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you, brother. Hey, what's going on? So good to see you. Get hold of me. Okay, need your help to build 2 websites and make them rock. All right, I'll text you, no problem. Thanks a lot. We'll make sure it's gonna be a Vision 2020 style. Yeah, we used to be OmniVision Source. Okay. So people still typing that. Okay, let me know to give you a copy. Designer glasses. Wow, look at that. And this document, I can send you this document because it will show you the source of the traffic, the position. Anything from 1 to 10 means on the first page. Anything from 11 to 20 means on the second page, and so forth. Right? Then it will show you exactly to which link this keyword got hit. Okay? Eye doctor on Petranco. That's nice. Eye doctor Petranco San Antonio. That means, Bilal, you're doing a good job with the site, man. Contact lenses San Antonio. Wow. Then the first page. Eye and Vision Care Clinic. Nice. First page. Oakley Prescription Glasses San Antonio. I don't know what is that. On the first page. What else? OmniVision Eye Care. Boone Trans. One of the doctor, right? Antonio Glasses. Authentic Glasses. Established 2004. Color Contacts. Okay, so everything all the way here on the first page. Now 11 means on the second page. Optometrist 78250 zip code. Color contacts, everything. So that's the second page. Doctor, okay, cool. So your SEO is doing great locally, but in terms of traffic, you might want to give me more information if you can log into the Google Analytics and the Search Console. But as far for relevant keywords and branded keywords, you guys are doing good. Okay, it can be improved, of course. It can always be improved. So let me know if I can send you a copy for this. Okay. Let's see. Next thing is a brand. Boontran is the big cheese village chief. Okay. All right. So that's the first thing. The next thing, what I'm gonna look for. The next thing I'm gonna look for. Let's see the optimization on this website. The basic on page, very, very important to have a basic on page, because this is, if this website is not properly optimized and it's doing kind of decent, then of course the optimization can force it and make it better, right? So let's go ahead and use the SEO Quake. There you go. Let's see what it says here. We'll install Monday. Okay. OmniVision Care, San Antonio based eye care clinic. So what happened? You got to switch. If this is the keyword, you got to bring this here and OmniCare second. Meta description is missing, my friend. You got to have a meta description. Okay. Keyword density, happy employees. It was mentioned 7 times. Nope. You want to reduce this. Everything else looks good in terms of iOS service. Okay, good. Everything looks good except this one keyword here, happy employees. You mentioned so many times, you can get in trouble for this. Okay, keyword density should not be more than 3%. Okay, but in your situation, a lot of them are good content, so it's not gonna be a big deal. But I would still don't want that to be there. Makes sense? Even if you don't remove it, it's okay. But I'd rather not to have it. Diagnosis. Okay, meta tag description is missing. Happy patient, happy employees. Of course, but try to keep it normal. Mention it too many times. Google might think like you're trying to manipulate for that. If you look at the keywords, none of them came on the first page for happy employees because it's not relevant to the search. 7 images without alternative text. You gotta add those. Text HTML ratio 11%. As I mentioned before, I don't know if you were here. It's best to have 25% to anything 25% or more, or less than 75%. Okay, so that means you have to have more content on the homepage. Maybe 300 words can help it. That's my recommendation. Schema tag. You might want to use Google Search Console to implement the Google structured data. I'll show it to you once you have that. There's a plugin for schema. Schema is a lot of technical coding stuff. My team does that for most of my clients. But if you don't know how to use schema tag, there's a WordPress plugin that can help you to set up a schema tag for the locations, for the content, for some of the product on the website, because that will allow the search engine to basically grab this material and show it to the visitor in a proper format. Okay. XML sitemap, that basically means you don't have the Search Console configured. Once you optimize the pages, you need to submit or resubmit to the Google Search Console. Okay, and the analytics also missing. Okay, the analytics also missing. So internal. These one I have to sit down with you and show you how, because I have to run each one of them separately so you can analyze every individual link and give you some sort of technique we have to follow. Okay, you have 27 follow link but 0 no follow link. So if you have a link that points to an external site, you need to have no follow. But if you don't have any link that points to an external site, then you should be okay, because there has to be a do follow tag. This is called do follow tag and no follow tag. Okay, and I can explain that to you a little bit. Let's see, for example, Twitter, it should be no follow tag on the back end. Okay, so yeah, I think we can let's see, density. Yeah, I think we can just make some adjustment on the on page. And for your local listing, I believe you are already worked on the local listing for the 3 locations, right? Did you use Moz for that to make sure that you have 100% configured? Okay. We have, yeah, I saw the billboard when I was going through Petranco on the street that say happy employees, happy patients. Okay. Yeah, I understand, but what I'm saying on the website itself, you don't want to have that word mentioned so many times, because I'm not saying Google, if it finds out, you can get in trouble for that one word. You don't have to mention it a million times. Okay, it's still working. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, you do have to, just like Mandy, the first thing you have to do is make sure the local listing is 100% complete. Then go back, re-examine. I'll give you a copy of the ranking keyword, but go back on the website and try to do keyword research and find out what relevant keyword I can readjust, or if it's working, you can just keep it as it is. But you do need to have the meta tag and the title description for every single page. So for every single page, the page title or the title tag that you're going to put, it has to be relevant to that particular page. And the title tag or the page title and the title tag should not exceed 70 characters, including spaces. And the meta tag description should not exceed my recommendation is don't exceed more than 160 characters, okay? So some works need to be done there, and make sure the analytics and Search Console both are configured. So it's very, very important, especially when you get traffic and if you want to analyze all these call to action. You need to have Google Analytics. You need to set up something called the goal page. So you can set up a goal page code for this and this and this, right? So anytime you get a hit on the website, you can do some sort of calculation. It will tell you, out of 100 visitor, how many clicked on this tab and how many on this and how many on that. Because when it comes to marketing, conversion, it's a big thing, right? It's not just about the traffic, it's about converting those traffic. And initially, if you want, later on, you can install Hotjar. They do have a free option. You can try the free option. The cool thing about the Hotjar, it records the mouse movement on the mobile devices and desktop from the website visitors. So that's another cool thing. You can give it a try. It also has the heat map to show exactly where the target audience are looking. So the changes that you're going to make on the website is not just based on your expertise in design. It has to be based on the behavior of your audience. Okay? Any questions? I hope that was beneficial for you. Thank you for sharing your website that you built. Looks amazing. Okay. All right, folks. It is 10:52. 10:53 p.m. Central Time, right here in San Antonio, Texas. Anybody else has a question or want me to check the website? Or you can tag some of your cool friends or share this live streaming or tag them. They will thank you later. So I'm gonna wait for one more minute or two. And if nobody, look at me, I'm like disgusted. Like, if nobody comes in, then I'm gonna bounce. Since today is Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, of course, and I'll be back tomorrow after like around the same thing, 9 p.m. After 9 p.m. Okay. So if you all have a topic that you want me to cover, let me know. Leave it in the comment section. And yeah, so this was very good. Let's see. I'm just gonna close this. Close this. Close this. Okay. All right, folks. It is 10:54 p.m. Bounce in and out. You just what's going on, Sean? What's up, my brother? What you doing? You're making that big money, huh? So yeah, I'm about to bounce. I've been here for almost how long? I've been here since 10 o'clock, so it's almost like an hour. But when you get a chance, check it out because I shared the screen. I analyzed kind of basically on two websites, gave some feedback on speed, on-page SEO, and the local listings. So you might want to check it out. Maybe something you can also utilize it for your customer, right? Have you seen a tool called Screencastify? Let me share the screen, my friend. Do you know what I'm talking about? Likewise, go home. Go home to your. I wish, man. I wish. I'm a free man. Okay, so where is so Sean? Check it out. This one here is Screencastify. Basically, what it does, you can it's like screen capture, but it's a Chrome extension, and it's free up to like 5 minutes. So Sean, what you can do sometime, and I did teach some of my students, some of my business associates, and I used to do this sometime too. You can go to any of your prospects' website, record it. You can tell them, hey, look, there's some issues right here. You got an issue with this call to action button. Look, whatever I showed in live streaming, you can have it in 5 minutes running the analysis, and you can just send this to your prospect or to your client. So this is something maybe you might want to add it to your tools of doing things strategically. You know what I mean? All right. So yeah, I just want to share this with you. Screencastify, it's free. It's a Chrome extension. You can record. You can also add your voice. It's like basically having a video shot of the screen. You know what I mean? So you can send this to your new prospect or your client. It'd be super nice. Ramel Sarkar, how are you? Me? Yeah, I can build one. Okay. Well, not me. I have a team that build websites. अपनी एक website बनेगा अच्छा lovely okay, all right, Sean, I gotta bounce, man. It's almost 11 o'clock, but I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to watch the replay, and don't forget to share this. You know what I mean? Share in some of those communities. Share with those guys that get triggered easily when we tell them that sometimes ugly side helps. All right. Okay, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those who's watching this as a replay, comment below. Just type it's a replay. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.